the supply chain system, the global transport system, may collapse. I mean, this is very serious.
Yeah, it's a lot of different things in play at once, right? And the sort of the output of a series of events that actually has gone on for decades is sort of accumulated in this perfect storm that sort of COVID initiated. And from sort of when COVID hit, it was a sequence of events that has basically caused supply chain disruption, one after another, and of significant proportions, right? And let me give you a few examples. We've had COVID in the beginning of 2020, right? Mm-hmm. Then Brexit followed right after. That's when they stepped out of the EU, right? Then we had port strikes on the East Coast, US, and then we had Ever Given blocking the Suez Canal. We've had COVID lockdowns in Yantian, Ningbo. We've had Shanghai airport shut. We've had typhoon season. We've had the south of Vietnam shut down to COVID. We have several hundred massive vessels around the world stuck, and a vast amount on US West Coast, but also on the East Coast, also in Far East Asia. And these congestions, right? They're happening because of these events that I mentioned, but also because there's—
By the way, that's a long list. I thought there were a couple in there, but I mean, and Prime Minister Boris Johnson of the UK would tell you it has nothing to do with Brexit, by the way, but here we are.
Yeah,
that's a long list of multi-layered problems that are adding up, and suddenly I'm spending an hour looking for gas for my car in the UK, and it is not entirely divorced from Brexit or from all these different problems.
Let me give you an example how connected it is. Think about these container boxes. They deliver 70% of global trade, right? 70% of global trade goes in these Lego boxes. It's the main artery of the global economy. It's what enables our lives to be how they are, for us to buy the products that we're buying at the prices we're getting them at the stores. Now, every one of these containers every year makes about, let's say, 6-7 trips, maybe as much as 8 during the course of a year. In today's market, they make between 2 to 3 because of all the congestions. And if you just think about that, if it's required for them to make 7-8 in order for world trade to sort of float, right? Then you can imagine how bad and severe these congestions and the limitations in the supply chain, whether it's driver shortages or whether it's these events that I mentioned that is just clogging the system. But this is what's going on overall, right? And this is making these boxes stuck either at sea or at the ports because there's not enough capacity and workers and everything to take out these boxes from the ports.